Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be shaking off the cobwebs of the relationship. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So first off, what is a cobweb? A cobweb is a web that a spider spins to ensnare its prey. Example, a fly or a moth or some kind of insect that the spider wants to devour. Remember, the spider spins a web, gets the insect or the food source, spins it around and keeps it for a later date. That's what it does. And that's exactly what this video is about in the narcissistic abusive cycle. Post-narcissistic relationship, the cobwebs will be shaken off. I can assure you, you will shake them off, because the further away you get from the narcissist, the more clear you get, the clarity comes all around you. Now, again, I need to go backwards, but I need to mention to you that the healing path is not linear. It's going to take time, and in your time, you will heal if you do the proper steps and take the proper actions. One of those is to understand that you were in a relationship that was not beneficial for you. And why you have to shake the cobwebs off is because you were not in a stable and or healthy relationship. You were not in a two-way reciprocal relationship. You were in a relationship where you were literally working for this individual who turned out to be the narcissist. You were giving them all of your sources and resources. Like I mentioned, your time, money, energy, effort, love, empathy. Maybe you put a roof over their house. Maybe you loaned them money. Maybe you co-signed something for them. Who knows? Maybe you made them look better. Maybe you got them access to special events and or ceremonies or trips around the world, whatever it was. But you provided resources for them. And when you're in the relationship, post-euphoric stage, in other words, once the narcissist, they knew that they had you ensnared. Perhaps you married them, or perhaps you told them you loved them, or you moved in with them, or you went into business with them, etc. That's when they knew they had you. Not only did they know they had you, but that's when you entered the devaluation stage, and that is called a very difficult and challenging place to be in. It's the narcissistic fog. This is why post-narcissistic relationship, you have to shake the cobwebs out of your mind, your spirit, your energy, your aura. That's why many times post-narcissistic relationship, you're questioning yourself. And I know for a fact you were questioning yourself when you're in the relationship, but post-relationship, you still at times question yourself, like, did that really happen? Did I really tolerate that poor behavior? Did I really experience that rage fit? Did I really see the mask slip? Did I actually see the darkness of the pupils of the eyes? Did I see all this poor and strange behavior? Yeah, you did. That's why you're on the channel. You're getting wisdom. You're becoming awakened and empowered. And my hope is you have shaken off the cobwebs, or you are about to do so. Because many times, and really get this part of the message, many times people who are in the relationship and looking to exit it, they are having seeds of doubt planted within them by the narcissist, and sometimes by other individuals, i.e. flying monkeys or others. And they're saying, wait, it's not that bad. Don't worry about it. Just stay in the relationship. It's okay. You're a family. Do it for the kids. Do it for this and that. The truth of the matter is, if you're in a narcissistic relationship, when you're in one, most likely you've lost most of your support system. You're most likely isolated, perhaps financially dependent upon the narcissist, and you are in the narcissistic fog. That's why I mentioned so frequently on the channel, this is where you're not certain of what's going on. Many times you will gain or lose weight. Many times you will find yourself waiting by the phone for the narcissist to text you or call you. Many times you'll find yourself not able to function properly because you are in this zombie-like, trance-like state, the narcissistic fog. And this is when you really need to get the message that you are the bright, shining light. You are the power source. You are the person that the narcissist needs. You don't need the narcissist. You may think, wow, I really do need the narcissist. I get it. Perhaps you're in the trauma bond, and that's one of the most challenging things to separate yourself from, but you can do it, and you will do it if you really focus on what the message is. Fast forwarding to post-narcissistic relationship, shaking off the cobwebs of the relationship, you will have to really process a lot of things post-relationship. You'll have to process that, in fact, that relationship was a narcissistic relationship, that it didn't serve you, that you were manipulated, that the person didn't fall in love with you, that the person didn't care about you, that the person only cared about what you provided. Again, maybe it's a house, maybe it's money, maybe it's food or shelter, or maybe you got them a job or invited them to join your community or organization that you're a part of. All of these things is what encompasses a narcissistic relationship. Remember, the narcissist is there to take from you, to extract, to slowly, insidiously creep into your life and eventually take it over, because the narcissist's goal is to take everything that you possess. That is why so many times the narcissist, before you know it, they're already moved in with you and you're like, what happened here? Like, well, I just met them a couple months ago. This is exactly on purpose. It's because the narcissist most likely has mirrored back to you what you were saying to them, and you're like, wow, this person's amazing. They think just like me. This is incredible. Well, that's a manipulative tactic is what it is. It's not a genuine, authentic individual being themselves. That's what you are. That's not what they are. What they are is a creature looking to extract your resources. So as the thumbnail mentions, shaking off the cobwebs of the relationship, you will do this. And believe me when I tell you, post-narcissistic relationship, the clarity will start to spring out all around you after time has passed, after you've processed perhaps childhood wounds, after you've understood what narcissism is, and that yes, in fact, this did happen with you. You were taken advantage of. You were under the web, or in the web of manipulation set by the narcissist. And remember, cobwebs are something that if you walk through the woods, let's say, and you walk into a cobweb, you're like, oh, God, get that off me. What is that? Like, it doesn't feel good, right? It doesn't, because that is meant for you not to walk through it, but rather for some prey to fall into it so the spider can get some food. Kind of a graphic example, but it's real. It's how the planet works, and it's the same thing with the narcissistic relationship. They were looking at you as prey. They were looking at you as someone who was vulnerable, who did not know how to say no, the strongest word in the English language, who didn't have boundaries, who was a people pleaser, who believed in the narrative, the false narrative of the mask, who believed that that person was in love with you, who believed that they had your best interest at heart. So shaking off the cobwebs of the relationship, really understand what the message is here. It's you've been groomed, you've been trained, you've been taught how to react to the narcissist. And that is exactly what they did. They groomed you in the relationship. They beat you down so much that you didn't even have a voice at many times, because you found it easier for you not to say something or the truth or call them out, because again, you would experience blame shifting or gaslighting or stonewalling or the silent treatment, or perhaps they would just ghost you. Who knows what they would do? But the narcissist has a massive amount of weapons in their arsenal of manipulation, and they use these. When one of them doesn't work, they just put it back in the toolbox and they pull out another one. That's why when you're in the devaluation stage or the narcissistic fog, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's up or down, in or out, left or right. All you know is you're losing your energy more and more each and every day, week, month, and year. And your health is taking a hit. Your finances are certainly becoming decimated. Your social circle has blown up, most likely. Perhaps you're isolated, meaning you don't talk to your friends that much any longer, if you even have friends these days. Perhaps you moved halfway around the country or around the globe. This was all on purpose, because the narcissist, they wanted you in that cobweb. They wanted you in that web where they could keep you and slowly extract your resources from you. Understand the message here. It's exactly what they wanted to do. So when you shake off the cobwebs of the relationship, that's after you have exited the relationship, no matter how it ended, and you understand, oh my gosh, I'm seeing things clearer now. That happened to me? That happened? Oh my, it did. All these things happened and more. And you will begin to see the light. You'll begin to see that this relationship, thank goodness it's over with, and thank goodness you made it out, and now you're on the healing path. Side note, remember, the healing path is not linear. It takes time. It takes a lot of time. But each and every one of us are on the healing path, headed in the same direction, simply taking different footsteps. So please don't try to predict when you will heal. You can't do it. It's just not going to happen. And if anyone ever tells you, oh yes, you've been in a relationship for 5 years, it's going to take you 5 months to heal, that's nonsense. It's complete nonsense. Don't believe it. The healing path is directly contingent upon how much work you place into yourself via therapists, journaling, reading, watching videos, meditating, understanding perhaps childhood wounds, etc. I can go into a whole series about that. But trust me when I tell you, nobody can tell you when you will heal. It's not going to happen. Get that message. If you only take away one message from this video, that's what you need to take away from it. Nobody can tell you when you will heal. It's just not going to happen. So guys, understand a couple more things. That the web-like state that you were in when you were stuck in that web of manipulation, that was on purpose. You were meant to walk into that web and get stuck and then entangled in the narcissist's web of manipulation. That's a fact. That's why it was spun. Just like the cobweb that was spun when you walk through the woods, and perhaps you walk into it and you're like, oh, get these cobwebs off me. Oh my gosh, I don't want these on me. Now, when you were in the relationship with the narcissist and you were in that web, you didn't know it. You didn't know what you were up against. Now that you know what these people do, you want nothing to do with them. That's why you have to go no contact, block them if you can, remove all flying monkeys, and delete them and people associated with them. Close the chapter of the book on those people and begin to heal properly or live your best life. But what you want to be doing, before I close the video, is you do not want to be giving the narcissist your energy at all. Remember, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. And when you were in the relationship, you were giving the narcissist in the relationship all of your attention and energy, I can assure you. Now that you are out of the relationship, no matter how it ended, you need to place all of that energy and attention into yourself to heal. And when your cup is full, then you can contribute back to the planet and help others out. But in the meantime, if you've not healed properly, I really suggest you focus on yourself. Do not be concerned about what the narcissist is doing or where they are, who they're with. I know it's easier said than done if the relationship ended recently, but for you veterans, understand my message. It doesn't matter what these people are doing. Just stay away from you. That's what you should be thinking. And you should be creating new neural pathways in your brain, developing new relationships, fighting love if you want to, creating a business, taking a class, teaching a class, reading a book, writing a book, whatever you want to do. But understand that that relationship you went through, it was a part of your history. You had to go through it. There was no other way. And now here you are, the galvanized version of you, the third version of you, the strongest version of you ever. You've now conquered and or on the way to conquering the narcissistic abusive relationship, one of the most trying and difficult and challenging experiences known to anybody on this planet. It's a fact. For those of you who've come through the fire and risen through the ashes like a phoenix, please drop comments below. For those of you people that perhaps the relationship ended recently, my heart goes out to you. Stay in the community, stay strong, continue to become awakened, aware, educated, and empowered. And in time, in your time, you will heal if you take the proper steps. And for you people that are in the relationship currently, let's say you're trying to divorce the narcissist, or you're trying to get away from a mom or dad or somebody, an individual, stay strong, stay stoic, stay focused. Do not reveal information that is pertinent to your whereabouts or what your mindset is to the narcissist, and slowly have a plan to exit it. That's a lot to unpack, but understand, as the thumbnail mentioned, shaking off the cobwebs of the relationship, it's something you will do. It's a natural part of the healing process. Believe me when I tell you, the further you get away from the narcissistic relationship, the more light bulb moments you have, and the more you will be shaking cobwebs off, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe that happened. It's a fact. That's why I strongly suggest you get a journal and write down the experiences you went through when you were in the relationship, and write down how you feel even right now. The whole point is you are going to have to dig in deep to yourself. If not now, when? Nobody is going to come to save you. I'm not saying that to upset you or to trigger you. It's that you're going to have to really dig in here, and you're going to have to focus on yourself. Just like you focused on the narcissist in the relationship, flip the script, start focusing on yourself. Get the wisdom, become awakened, become empowered, and understand you are the priority. Guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the rainy Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed, continue to become awakened and aware, and understand shaking off the cobwebs of the relationship. It's honestly a instrumental part of the healing path. And the further you get away from the relationship, the more you will shake the cobwebs off, and the clearer your vision will get, and the more you will see the brilliance and abundance that's within you. And that's when you will really thrive. That's when all the doors will open for you, when you heal properly. Guys, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. Remember that. God bless you. I love you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. Bye, you guys.